Hi guys, starting with the session on cleaning the data extract, where a data extract is a subset of data that is used to verify configuration and generate weights. It should include a representative sample across all sources and a minimum of 1 million records. So the common data extract format would be pipe delimited or CSV or tab delimited, or it could be fixed length. Now, when you look for trends in data, there are a few questions that you need to answer. Where does the data extract have size, proper field counts, and sizes? Does the data in each field position match the guide? Do you see any non-ASCII character there? Does each row have a source and source ID value? Is each attribute populated at least a few times? Did the data pass submission checklist? Does the extract contain proper row count? Are the proper end of line character present? Does the file meet the format in the guide? Now for cleaning the data, that could be done through ETL tools, Perl script, or manually through TextPad, where the duplicate records are the most important thing to look for. So there could be either natural or copy paste. For natural duplicates, there are different records that contain similar data, and for copy paste duplicates, there is the same record appearing multiple times. Now talking of Clover ETL, which is an open source third-party plugin providing integrated extract, load functionality, transform, drag and drop configuration in GUI editor. It's stored as .xml document called graphs, and its predefined components leverage initiate APIs. For graphs, which are visual representation of ETL process, the graph, which is an XML file .grf that stores the properties of ETL. Component, a step in the ETL process. Edge, it is a connection between two components. And metadata, it's the definition of how to parse and read the data during ETL process. Now the palette for Clover ETL, it has several components going from readers that reads data from files, writers that writes the transform data to file, transformer which are performing functions on data that are evaluated, joiners which are combining data from different flows, then others which are miscellaneous components that may execute script, and deprecated, they're the components slated for a mission. Now the first one, the Clover ETL perspective that changes the layout of screen, and if it's not available, then you can use open perspective icon on the left of toolbar. Second, the graph.grf when copied in Workbench displays a flow diagram of ETL process, and the palette on the right, it lets us add the new components. Then the outline plane, it shows key properties for graph like metadata, parameters. In the Clover tab at the bottom, it shows additional loading, debugging, and properties. Now there are various symbols when creating and running a graph which you can go through. Now for adding any component to graph, you can simply click and drag component from palette. Universal data reader that is used to extract data from FAT files. So here the phase would indicate the run sequence for components. 0 being the one for first phase. File URL property is required, which is the input file. The top output port, it streams data, and the second port, it is used for log. Now for writer components that are loading data into flat file, so the left red part is the input port used to direct input. Then the file URL used to indicate where to write, and the output port is used for logging. For understanding the metadata, which instructs ETL on how to parse and read the data, and the field names which could be extracted from file manually entered. Metadata is attached to edges, and the dotted edges, they would indicate metadata is undefined. Now for exercise, you can configure ETL graph according to instructions. Now these are tools that were used for the cleaning. You can go through them. These are the ones for if we met our goals in cleaning the data extract.